Hello, and welcome to another World of UX podcast. I'm your host, Darren Hood. Thanks for taking the time to join us today. Special welcome. Those of you listening, watching for the first time, welcome. Hello, all of you. I'm going to do something special and a little bit different today. Yes, the topic of the show is user experience, but there are some elements that, if they're in place from a character perspective, from a passion perspective, from an attitudinal perspective, that are critical to us achieving success in this space. And so today, going back, Talk Circuit, we're coming to the end of the Talk Circuit series. I only have a few more talks that are available that I can share with you. But I'm going to do something a little special today in that I'm going to share my TED Talk. I did a TED Talk 4 years ago for the folks in IIT Patna in India. Hello to all the folks out there in India and the folks who gave me the opportunity to deliver a TED Talk for them. I'm going to share my talk with you, talk about UX just a little bit in it, not a lot, but it's about those foundational elements. A lot of people want to be successful in UX and they don't think about the character factors that, if they're in place, they help ensure your success. So I'm going to share with you my TED Talk where I talked about the garrison of excellence. And I'm not going to spoil the interview to tell you what all of this is really about. But let's just go ahead, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. See you at the end, folks. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Darren Hood, and I'm coming to you all the way from Southfield, Michigan in the USA, and have a topic I'd like to share with you today. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the garrison of excellence, enabling the lion within. Do these emotions and feelings look familiar to you? Fear, intimidation, anxiety, apprehension, distraction, anguish, feeling overwhelmed, doubt, frustration, insecurity, a sense of wavering. Yeah, we find all of these things familiar. We've seen them before. We felt this way before. It's pretty normal. It's pretty natural. Well, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I want to tell you a little bit about, in a sense, where I've come from, the types of accomplishments I've had over the course of my career and my life. And then I want to talk to you about what it is we can do so that we can actually enable the lion within. So follow me on a brief journey. In this foundation, and yeah, that is me. Laugh at my baby picture. That's okay. We make a lot of assumptions about people's journeys, especially when we see the types of things they've accomplished. And it's pretty normal. It's pretty natural. And we just revel in their accomplishments. But really, folks, there's more to it than meets the eye when we look at what someone has actually done. We don't know about their challenges. We don't know about their hardships. We don't always know about things like that. And that's really a good source of encouragement when you really think about it. And that's where I want to come to you today. I mean, because hearing what we don't know, a lot of times it can make all the difference and then inspires us to pursue the same. Just because somebody else accomplished something doesn't mean that we can't. As a matter of fact, it means that we can. And I'm going to present to you a certain perspective of that. Follow me a little bit as I tell you about some of the things that I am, because some of you out there, I'm aware that some of you there in India know who I am. You've interacted with me, you've seen me in the past, but some of you don't. So bear with me as I share a little bit about me. I think it's important that I introduce myself and let you know who I am and what I do. I'm a 26-year user experience professional, having designed my first website and engaging in things that we now call UX. We didn't call it UX back in 1995, but I created my first website in 95, and I've just continued to build from there. And you see a brief snapshot of my professional footprint, places I've worked, companies I've supported, projects that I've worked on, things of that nature. And this isn't all of them, folks. I've engaged in a lot of things in the UX in the professional world, and pretty happy about that, pretty proud of it. And you should be proud of your accomplishments as well. But follow me a little further. My education, some people would say that it's pretty extensive. I'm a certified instructional designer. I'm a certified master trainer. I'm a certified user experience manager. I have a bachelor's of science in information technology. I have 2 master's degrees, one from Syracuse University and one from Kent State University, both UX related master's degrees, by the way. I have a graduate certificate in educational technology from Michigan State University, and I'm pursuing a PhD in educational leadership from North Central University. So again, some people consider my education to be extensive. Yeah, I am a a serial educational student. I just continue. I just keep going forward. I love education. I'm also an adjunct professor at 3 universities, currently with a 4th on the way. I currently serve at Kent State University. I currently serve at Lawrence Tech University in Southfield, Michigan, where I reside. And I just began my path as a corporate faculty member at Harrisburg University, also in the United States, and will be joining the faculty at Michigan State University by the end of next year, helping with a Master's of Customer Experience program there. When it comes to me sharing in the UX community, like what I'm doing today, just sharing with the community at large, I love educating and building people when it comes to user experience. And I regularly speak and share all over the world with all types of events, conferences, just going on people's podcasts, things of that nature. And here's just a few snapshots, I should say, of some of the shows that I've appeared on and some of the talks that I've delivered. I review book manuscripts and also recently co-authored a book. So if you've ever heard of the book, There's Not an App for That, or the book Designing with the Mind in Mind, I served as a book reviewer for those companies. So I'm pretty much working with Morgan Kaufman on those. And just in case you didn't know, I'm one of the 97 authors that are currently featured in the brand new book from O'Reilly called 97 Things Every UX Practitioner Should Know. I'm a successful podcaster. If you hadn't heard about my podcast, The World of UX with Darren Hood, it's available everywhere. It's on Apple, it's on Ghana, it's on Spotify, it's everywhere. If you want to hear what I have to say about UX, pretty easy to find. My accomplishments go well beyond things such as education and such as UX. I'm a multiple award-winning photographer. I'm a member of the TEDx Detroit photography team. And so you can see a little bit of my work here, and you can check me out online. I'll share that with you. Reach out to me. I'll share that with you later if you want to see some of what I do from a photography perspective. But again, more accomplishments, more things that I'm dabbling into quite a bit. I'm a former Professional Bowler Association member. Yes, I am a former pro bowler. I've also bowled 2 300 games, 1 sanctioned, 1 not. And I'm a former Amateur Bowlers Tour champion, and that title was achieved here in the States as well. But I think, you see these types of things, and as I mentioned, people have a tendency, they celebrate some people are inspired, some people are not, but we'll get into that in a bit. Some people, they're inspired by it. They go, wow, how do you do all of that? What can you do to help me? This is a time for introspection now. So you see what I've done. You have an idea of who I am. And here's where we have the issue. A lot of people, when they see what you've accomplished, when they see who you are, when they see what you've done, there's a tendency to just focus on the successes, and we overlook the fact that these things don't come without some type of obstacles. They don't come without challenges. You don't just achieve them without having to overcome something. So 3 things I want to present to you from that perspective. Everything's not always easy, right? And the road is not always clear. It's not always smooth. And so every time when I'm trying to achieve things from an educational perspective with UX, whether it's photography, whatever it may be, there is hardship. You don't just achieve these things. And how many times have we come in contact with something or had an obstacle, something we had to overcome, and then a lot of people give up. Some of us have given up before. We don't want to be the people that give up. We want to make sure that we're enabling the lion within. There are times that we feel overwhelmed. I'm sure there's some of us, we felt that way before, right? Everybody on the face of the earth, we feel overwhelmed. And sometimes we're in dire need of help, or we need insight from someone to help us overcome. I have encountered the same. And then there's what I think is the biggest challenge of all: people. The different attitudes that we encounter: disavowal, maltreatment, inequity, rejection, politics, oppression, misunderstanding, hostility, hatred, discrimination, disrespect, being gaslit by people, these types of things. We encounter all of these types of challenges, all these different types of issues, these attitudes, these people that are in opposition to us. And then, as said earlier, it generates these types of attitudes, these types of elements that are within us that we end up fighting with: the fear, the intimidation, anxiety, apprehension, distraction, doubt, being overwhelmed, insecurity, wavering, frustration, feeling anguish. And when all of these things happen, I mean, just think about it for a moment. Let these sink in for just a moment, and then think, do these sound like the traits of a lion to you? The answer is absolutely not. Lions aren't dealing with those types of things, folks. And so for that reason, we think, how do we overcome it then? Because these things are real. We deal with these things on a regular basis. These are realities. These things stop people from achieving their goals. These things, they hinder people from achieving their dreams. They stop people in their tracks. And we don't want to be that. We want to enable the lion within us today. And I have a surefire answer for you. If you want to know how you overcome, and I'm going to tell you how I overcame, and it's through excellence. I am of the belief that when you embrace excellence, excellence can actually establish the equivalent of a garrison. It'll fortify you. It gives you what you need to help to empower you. It invigorates you. It will help give you the drive and the different factors necessary to enable you to overcome anything and to withstand anything that ever gets in your way as you continue to go forward. So I have what I call the 10 factors of excellence, and we're going to go over these quickly just so you can see, and then examine yourself in light of each one of these, because if you want to enable the lion within, you've got to have these factors at work in your life. Number one, you've got to have passion. That's the gasoline. That's the fuel. If you don't have any passion, you're not going to go anywhere. You can't even start on this journey if you don't have that passion in place. So make sure you have a passion for something. And sometimes if the passion goes out, reinvigorate it, stir yourself up, listen to people, listen to talks, read books, whatever you've got to do to stir up the passion within you. Do it. Listen to the success of others. It will invigorate you. It will get you to a point where you feel you haven't done what you could have done, and it'll make you get up. But you got to have the passion. Make sure you have fuel in your tank, or you're not going anywhere. Whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, you need to embrace knowledge. You need to make sure you have base information so that you can lay a foundation for that success and being able to operate at high levels. Nobody can excel at anything without knowledge. So make sure that you get the knowledge. Then you get acumen. Now, knowledge, as you continue to build that knowledge and you continue to apply that knowledge and practice it, that's where we develop acumen. Knowledge plus skill equals acumen. That's where you develop those competencies that you need to excel in whatever it is that you do. After that, you want to make sure that you have honesty. You want to make sure as you develop the knowledge and the acumen, honesty helps to keep us in check. It helps to keep us humble. It helps us to make sure that we're when we come to face with things where we need to improve, or with maybe a gap that we have in ourselves, Having that honesty will help us to be able to face those things with courage and make changes, especially when somebody comes to you and they bring something about you that you truly need to consider, something that's truly constructive. The constructive criticism, if you're not honest, you can't receive constructive criticism, and you won't grow, you will not achieve excellence, and you will not be garrisoned as a result. You need to have awareness. When we do all of these things, we have a level of sensitivity where we're aware of everything that's going on around us, aware of what's going on with us, aware of what's going on with regard to the types of things that we're engaged with. And that level of sensitivity gives you a sense of excellence in that you're able to navigate and to maneuver, whether it's yourself or things that are around you, things associated with you. It puts us in a position where we're able to navigate and steer ourselves in the right way and to know exactly what's going on and to take the appropriate steps. Next, we need to be introspective. We need to always be willing to take a sound look at ourselves. We need to be able to take a sound and honest look back at where we came from. And these things help us to assess who, what, and where we are. And it enables us to make the right moves. And again, to build and driving toward the level of excellence that we know that we want. We need to make sure that we're committed. You don't want to just go along for the ride. You don't want to be one of those people who's just participating and then patting yourself on the back because you're participating. You want to be in it for the long haul, and you want to do it the right way. And you just don't want to be somebody who is just here. I don't want to just exist. I want to excel. I want to do great things. I want to do the right things. I want to be a help to other people. I want to be a help to my community. I want to be a help to my discipline. Be committed. Don't just be along for the ride. Anybody can be along for the ride. We got to do more. We need fortitude. And I think about a synonym to that, at least in the States. We think of fortitude. We think of guts. You got to have guts. You've got to have the ability when you come face to face with something that would really be ready to knock you off your horse. When you come face to face with something that would stop you dead in your tracks, we have to be courageous in the face of every single obstacle that we could possibly encounter. So you want to make sure that you have fortitude. And when you have all those other elements and you're building up, it's easier to have fortitude. And these things, there's a group of people out there that believe in a fake it till you make it mindset. We're not endorsing that at all. I'm giving you something better. When you ascribe to excellence and you have that fortitude, you can stand and nothing can stand against you. It's empowering. It's invigorating. And it's nice to be in a position like that. We also, because sometimes we fall, sometimes we falter, sometimes we fall short. We don't take pleasure in it, but the truth of the matter, remember, got to be honest. There are times that things don't go the way that we want, not the way we expect it. So we need to be resilient. We need to be the kinds of people that when those types of things happen, be ready to get back up. Get ready to do the right things. Get ready to excel no matter what. And don't stay down. If you get knocked down, don't stay down. Get up. Get up. And then lastly, be benevolent. Don't just do this on your own. Don't just go on your own. Be willing to give and to share with others to help them to afford the same things that you've been able to encounter, the same experiences you had. Help someone else to achieve excellence just like you. When you do all these things, it's like you fortify yourself. You establish the equivalent of a fortress in your own life, and it helps you to be everything and achieve everything. That's how I got where I am, because with all the things I face, I've never let anybody stop me. And because no matter what I encounter, I always turn to excellence and I drive myself forward. And in so doing, I've enabled the lion within me. So one last thing, folks, please know and understand that when you reach out and you engage in excellence, please don't be one of those people that equates success with excellence. You can be successful or have the appearance of success, but not be excellent. Let's not be that today. Let's not do that today. Know that it's better to achieve success through excellence instead of being successful and assuming that you're excellent. Let's make sure we're there. So all those things said, folks, thank you for the time and the privilege of being able to share my thoughts with you on today. Make sure that you embrace the garrison of excellence and enable the lion within you. Thank you. Have a great remainder of the event.
All right, folks, we hope you enjoyed that TED Talk about the Garrison of Excellence. We hope everybody was able to digest and understand some of those things that really need to be in place to help us succeed in UX. You can't just want to do a thing. There's always some things that have to be in place, little building blocks, if you will, and a passion for excellence is one of them. So we hope that that really resonated with you folks out there today. Of course, got to share before we sign off at kaizentees.com. Look at the brand new I Heart Pure UX polo shirts available out there for folks who are interested in getting the message out about UX, pure UX in particular, in a nice and fun way. All the proceeds do go to helping further and help support the work that we're doing here on the World of UX podcast. So go out there at kaizentees.com. You can see this new polo, not t-shirt, but polo shirt. There's some new t-shirts out there too, and some new mugs. Go out there, check out the merchandise if you are so inclined to partake. Then appreciate you for the support that you give. But that's all the time we have for today, folks. Again, we hope you enjoyed this TED Talk. I've never shared this on the podcast. I talk about it a little bit here and there, but this time I shared the entire TED Talk, so I hope folks got a lot out of this. All right, that's it for today. Until next week, this is Darren Hood, the host of The World of UX, signing off. And until next time, happy UXing, everybody.